What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Gemini Sun sign friends. If you're born between the dates of May 21st and June 20th, then you are a Gemini Sun sign, and this reading is for you. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the month ahead for all Geminis, and this spread is going to tell us what past, present, and future energies you have surrounding you, what to hold on to and let go of in the upcoming month, what lessons and obstacles you're likely to learn along the way. So basically, it's designed to give you the leg up on the month of December so that you can make it the best month possible. Before we go any further, let me introduce you to my crystal friends. I've got my sodalite sphere here, which I keep with me for every tarot reading, so most of you are familiar with him. Then I also wanted to inject some energy and vitality into this reading, so I brought a natural citrine, a point, and also a Heliodor. Oh, both of these crystals emit a warm, sunny, vibrant energy, so hopefully they're going to bring some energy to this reading. Today we're going to be using the Llewellyn Tarot. This tarot deck has finally made its completion to full customization. I've trimmed it, I've edged it. What do you think? Looks good? I like it. It's fully customable. It's fully customized now to my specifications. So if you would, please give me a moment to center myself and ask the tarot cards a question. What are the energies surrounding Gemini Sun signs in the month of December? Gotta get my tongue working here. What are the energies of Gemini Sun signs this December? Alright, that ought to do it. We'll cut the deck and deal out 8 cards. And while we're at it, we're going to consult the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, and we're going to ask it what message it has for Gemini Sun signs this December. What message for Gemini Sun signs this December? And we're going to go ahead and take a look at that card at the end of the reading. Alright, so what do we have here? We've got some Wand court cards all up in the mix, and mixed with a lot of sword energy, so we'll figure out what that means as we get into it. What I'm going to do is look at these cards individually, see what they have to say, and then see if the spread as a whole is telling us anything. So let's start here. This first card here represents the energies of last month, so the energies of November, and we've got the Four of Swords. I'm getting the feeling that for a lot of Geminis, November was a time of contemplation. I almost said quiet time, but that's not necessarily true. I mean, it could have been a busy time, but I think a lot of your energy was spent in contemplation, thinking about things, most probably the past, thinking about the past. This could be about thinking about the future as well, but definitely not thinking about the present. I'm not getting the feeling of thinking about the present and really seizing the present moment. I'm getting more of a reminiscing or a future thinking type of energy from this. And it's not to say that you didn't do anything, but and remember, this is a general reading. It's not going to apply to everyone in a specific way, so take what this card means to you. But I think generally speaking, a lot of you were kind of not really focused on the present moment. You were very introspective a little bit, possibly, but more I think of looking at the past and looking at the future and kind of maybe worrying a little bit too much about those things or spending too much energy on those things to the point where you kind of forgot about the present moment a little bit. Yeah, so it was a quiet time for you, okay? Like I said, you know, whatever this card means for you, the Four of Swords is about contemplation. It's about meditation. It's about being introspective. It's about, you know, looking at your life from kind of a detached view and just analyzing it, basically. So what does that mean for you in the month of November? All right. This card here represents the present current energies, and we've got the Page of Wands. I'm getting the feeling now that, since November was a time for thinking, I'm getting the feeling that now, at the end of November, you guys are feeling more adventurous. Like, it's a time for more action. Like, it's a time to do something. You're coming out of this contemplative phase, and you're just maybe feeling a little bit restless, a little bit like you got to get moving, a little bit like you want an adventure. And that's what the Page of Wands is bringing to you now at this time. And I think that... like any adventure, there is some preparation necessary. You do have to think about it beforehand, and you have to plan it out a little bit. Most adventures have some level of planning before they start, and I think that's where you're at now. You're like, okay, I need an adventure. What is it going to be? Let's, give me the details, and I'll go do it. But looking at this progression in the month of December, this card here represents the energies of next month, so the month of December, and we see a progression here from moving from the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands. And what that says to me is that right now you're thinking about starting something new, putting new energy into something. And in the month of November, we're going to see more of that. And we're going to see some motion as a result of that. We're going to see some real energy being put in to move your goals towards their completion. So definitely I get the feeling that December is going to be kind of a busy time for a lot of you. You're going to want to get a lot done this month. You're going to want to put a lot of energy into your goals. And of course, each and every one of you have different goals. And so look at this card in the context of your life and see, what kind of energy you're trying to put in now. I see an amplification of that in the month of December. Whatever energy you're putting in now, I see December being a month where that energy is going to multiply and it's going to get more intense. And you're going to get a lot accomplished as a result of that. So December is going to be a month full of accomplishment, I do feel like. Maybe you're not going to see the results of your hard work. You're not going to see the end results of your labors, but definitely you're going to see some more action being put into your goals and your dreams and your hopes. So going to be a progressive month. Things are going to happen in December. It's the feeling I'm getting. All right, let's move on over here. This card here represents what to hold on to in the month of December. We've got Justice. The feeling I'm getting here is that the Spirit is asking you to remain balanced, remain fair, and just try to not go overboard in any one direction. And what I mean by that is so often we have tendencies as human beings to just be out of balance. We'll get involved in the ego mind and we'll let logic take over, and we'll just, our logic minds will spiral out of control. Or some of us will go too far into our emotions and we'll just wallow in our negative emotions, and we'll allow them to consume us and become our lives. Others will be too obsessed with materialism and will go too far into the pentacle energy, and we'll just be obsessed with acquiring more money and more possessions. And so it's a very important, Gemini friends, to be balanced in the month of December. It's very easy to go too far off into the wand energy, which is the feeling I'm getting from you, is going too far into the wand energy where you're just scattering your energy too much. It's not as focused as it should be. And if you're not focused, if you don't have a plan, if you're not staying true to your dreams, then you might wander off course a little bit, right? The Knight of Wands has a tendency to wander. He kind of he goes off and he does things without truly thinking about them, and it causes some backlash. And so this card here is asking you to be balanced. Whenever you make a decision this month, be sure that you're consulting all of your faculties, your resources, your emotions, your logic, and your intuition, so that you're making well-rounded choices. And that's what the Judgment card is saying. It's saying stay balanced here in this month. There's going to be a tendency here to go too far into the Wands energy, to be too active, and if you're too active, you're going to see some backlash because of that. So stay balanced as much as you possibly can, and I think that's going to help you out tremendously this month, in the month of December. All right, this card here represents the biggest obstacle or biggest hurdle that you're likely to face in the month of December, and we have the Eight of Swords. Give me a moment with this one. All right, this is the traditional meaning of the Eight of Swords. It's creating a prison out of your own thoughts and beliefs. A prison for yourself. And what I mean by that is, I talk about this so much, but it bears repeating. if we allow our ego mind to run out of control, it's going to create a prison for us. It's going to create limitation. It's going to tell us this isn't possible, this isn't possible, this is possible, that isn't possible. And you're just going to believe it. And when you just believe your ego without questioning it, you're going to find out that your ego is making imaginary confines for you. And I think that's going to be your biggest hurdle or biggest obstacle this month, is getting over these hurdles that or these walls that you've placed in front of yourself. And it's through your ego. It's through your belief system. I don't believe that blank. I don't believe blank is possible. And if you tell yourself that, if you truly don't believe that blank is possible, in your reality, blank is impossible. You're right. Whatever you believe, you're right. And so people who have done a lot of energy work, a lot of shadow work, a lot of healing work, have lifted these self-limiting beliefs one by one. It's a lot of work. But if you can do that, if you can remove self-limiting belief one at a time, then you're going to, at the end of it, realize that there is no constraints to the realm of possibility. That anything is possible. If you believe anything is possible, then you're right. And so getting over these hurdles, oh, I'm not good enough to do that. Oh, I don't have enough money for this. Getting over those walls is going to be your challenge this month. And by all means, guys, do some shadow work. Get in there. Get into those dark aspects and tell yourself that they're not true. And you'll see that your realm of possibilities will start to expand. And anything will become possible. All right. All right, let's move on over here. This card represents what to let go of in the month of November. We've got the Queen of Wands, and I think I know what this means, but give me a moment just to connect with this card and go into it a little bit more. Oh yeah, it means exactly what I think it means. The Queen of Wands is warning you against getting too active, being too gung-ho. You want to go in this month. You want to get things done. You want to be active. You want to just take life by the reins and just command it to your will. This card is saying that take it a little bit easier. Yes, you got the Knight of Wands energy going, and that's very good. You're getting things done. But this card is saying, let's not progress to the Queen of Wands. Let's not really get focused. Let's not really get determined. And I know it sounds weird to tell you to not get too focused or too determined to get things done this month. But what I'm really trying to say is don't overexert yourself. And when you really get momentum, when you really put energy into something and you really feel the good vibes from it, and you want to put more energy and more energy and more energy into it because you're getting returns, you kind of lose yourself, right? You get really gung-ho and you're really passionate about it and you want to put more and more energy into it, and then you just crash and burn, and then you can't put more energy into it if you wanted to. So I think the Queen of Wands is preventing you from crashing and burning, and it's also preventing you from getting too out of balance, too out of whack here with the wand energy, with the action energy. So she's saying that it's okay to have the Knight of Wands energy. It's okay to put energy into action, right? But let's just stay balanced a little bit and not go overboard. Let's not get obsessed with putting too much energy into our goals. So that's what to let go of this month, and take it a little bit easy. If you feel like you're getting in that space in that area, then go to a party, go hang out with friends, go to nature and have a walk around, do something fun and exciting and exhilarating that's not action oriented, you know what I mean, or action towards your goals oriented. Okay. All right, this card here represents the energy of the people around you in the month of December. We've got the Star. I think the people in your life this month are going to be fantastic. Of course, individuals are going to have different energies, but as a whole, I think your friends, family, coworkers, even strangers that you meet, the people you interact with this month are going to be pretty open. They're going to be honest, and they're going to really show, it's like wearing your emotions on your sleeve, and they're just not really concerned with hiding anything and not really concerned with lying. They're just going to be honest and open with you, and I think that's a great thing. I think that's what we should all be striving for. And so I would definitely say that if you need any boost in confidence or morale or energy this month, spend some time with those around you. This is December. This is the month where, at least in westernized society, we do spend a lot of time with our loved ones, and that's great. And I think that's probably why you're going to why this card is coming up, is because your friends and your family especially your family, are pretty open and pretty, they're themselves. When you get together with your family, everyone's themselves. There's no really, generally speaking, sometimes it's not true, but there's no like pretense. There's no reason to hide who you are. I guess I'm speaking personally. Maybe some of you hate your family. I don't know, but generally, I think we're pretty open with our family. So I think that's probably the reason that this card is coming up. More time spent with family, but that's good. The people in your life are going to be great this month. Go to them if you need help for any reason. All right, this last card here represents the biggest lesson you're likely to learn in the month of December, and we've got the Lovers. Ooh, give me a moment with this card. All right, the lesson you're going to learn this month, Gemini friends, is that love is the most important thing. When you strip away all this stuff, when you strip away the meditative, contemplative energy, when you strip away the wand, go get 'em action energy, when you strip away the judgment, balance energy, all you're left with really is your loving connections, those loving relationships that you have. And I think the lesson here this month is you're going to learn, Gemini friends, that your relationships with those people you love are the most important things in your life, by far. And they need to be nurtured, they need to be taken care of, and like a plant, they need water, they need air, they need sun to grow. And just like a plant, your relationships, they need, I don't know, what are the they need food, they need water, I don't know, they need energy to grow. And if you can't just neglect them, you can't take them for granted. And I think that's a lesson you're going to learn this month, is that while you're busy accomplishing your goals, you should be showing gratitude for all the loving relationships you have. And now that we've seen all the cards as a whole, I'm definitely seeing a transition here. We're going from the month of November to like a relaxing, not relaxing, but a contemplative month. I think now you guys are ready, Gemini friends, to kick it into gear. And I think moving into December, we're going to see a big boost of energy for you guys. You're going to have the will, the determination, the intuition to go forward. And, a lot of you are just going to be going based on intuition. When you see this much wand energy, I feel like your intuition's working big time. And you're just following your gut. For a lot of you, you're just following your gut. And that's good. That's very important. But the other message here is to stay balanced. You can't go too far into that energy. You still need your logic mind. You still need your emotions. You still need to work with the resources that you have around you. You can't just go off of intuition. You can't just go off of the energy that's pushing you forward. So stay balanced and make sure that you're making decisions with all of your elements, all your faculties, so that you're not going too far off into one direction. And the biggest obstacle for you guys is going to be yourself, the self-limiting beliefs that you've placed in front of your path, the walls that you've built for yourself that contain your sense of what is real, what is possible. And that's going to be the issue. You're going to have to get over those walls or around those walls somehow. You're going to have to break those walls down. You're going to have to change your belief systems if you want these walls to disappear. And realize it's all you. It's all your creation. So if you come across a wall this month, realize that you've put it up. And what to stay away from this month is going too far into the wands, okay? You can't get it all. Rome wasn't built in a day. Your dreams aren't going to come this month. They're not going to materialize this month just because you put a lot of energy into them. Slow and steady always wins the race. Pace yourself a little bit, Gemini friends, and don't go too overboard. Don't think you can accomplish everything this month. You're not going to do it. So take some me times, take some family time, especially family time. The people around you are going to be lifting you up. They're going to help you to open up. And so if you're just, working this whole month, if you're just, so busy that you forget your friends and family, you're not going to be able to take advantage of their beautiful energy that they're displaying this month. So definitely spend time with friends and family as much as you can. And that's the lesson here. The lesson is, you can put all the energy you want into your goals and your dreams, but if you're not showing gratitude for your emotional relationships, those connections that we make with people, then what is it all for? What is it all for? This is the most important thing in life, and everything else is just extra. So show gratitude for your loved ones, okay? All right, Gemini friends. All right, Gemini friends. Before we go, we asked the Psychic Tarot of the Heart what message it had for you this December, and we have giving and receiving. Right? It's Christmas time or Hanukkah time or whatever you believe and celebrate. December is a time for giving and receiving. And I think this card is asking you to remember that you have to stay open. You can't give if you haven't received, and you can't receive if you haven't gived. In order for those things to occur, there has to be an open exchange of energy. And it's important to realize that this month. You know, there's going to be a lot of drive for you to succeed individually. But if you're showing gratitude and showing appreciation for your loved ones, then you're going to want to give to them as well. Give your time, your energy, not just money, not just presents, not just physical pentacle stuff, but also emotional giving and time giving and love giving. You know what I mean? So be open this month and keep your eyes on the prize. Yes, you're going to make big strides this month towards your goals, but also realize the value of your relationships and the connections that you've made, and be open to giving, be open to receiving, so that that transaction, that energetic flow can keep flowing on and on. All right, Gemini friends, that's the reading for this month. I hope you guys got something out of that. Remember, this is a general overall reading. Not everything applies to everybody in a specific way. So take what works for you, leave the rest. But if you want a specific reading tailored just for you, where I tap into your energies, head on over to my Etsy shop. Link is in the description. I want to help you to solve your issues, get down to the bottom of any problems or anything you may have. Give you some clarity. So I'd appreciate it if you go check that out. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. It lets me know you enjoyed it, got something out of it. I'd appreciate that. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put those in the comment section below. Love to hear what you guys have to say about these readings. And if you really enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button to stay up to date on all of my readings. And there's a whole bunch of stuff on this channel you don't want to miss out on. So I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. All right, Gemini friends, it's a month for action, but it's also a month for giving love and showing appreciation for our loved ones. So keep it balanced this month as much as possible, and you're going to have a great month of December. All right, Gemini friends, have a great month. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.